It seems you're to bask in the
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain
nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task.
So what you thinking about?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the... If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair, just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic power. There's more. Now, I'm sorry. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Huh, really? Oh, well, hey, don't feel down. You'll always be that's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good! Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You could always trust me with the... Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now. Today's recommendation is the steak.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church.
May the Animal Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master. But I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their... Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the contrary...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the liar forever.
Did...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's alright, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said, it's completely normal. And then...
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean... I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured...
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only our... It's just a glowing...
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Senora, number 8. She and the rest of...
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. The 7 don't always get along well, but... how should I put... 500 years ago, you see, a certain catastrophe but we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the... If you seek the rest of the 7, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Leo. He only descends once every year to give his divine
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder.
In any case, this year's rite of descension is soon to begin.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsarit. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the 7 nations had banded together. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the 7 nations.
Speaking of the liar, didn't Diluc say something like... He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the 7...
Yes. As I said earlier, The Cryo-Archon, the Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his... As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my... I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of free... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year...
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of... the Dark Knight Hero.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening? Anyway, the Dark Knight Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm the Dark Knight hero is more than just a groundless rumor. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero? Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero. You're right, I'm not. I was joking. Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around. You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to! So,
Slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard!
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow!
Guess what I did next? I would probably have just gotten in the way as far as the Dark Knight hero is concerned. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius's residence. Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights? I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on. How did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no. What am I going to do if Master Diluc ever finds out?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
Fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire, but I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. Perhaps it was fate, you know, when you meet someone and it feels like...
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
Gosh, all I can think about is Diluc.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer in your wood.
getting quite busy recently.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Which should I choose?
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Which should I choose?
Today's recommendation is the steak.
And come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
It's been getting quite busy recently. Today's recommendation is the steak. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Which should I choose?
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Which should I choose? Take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your
eye. Today's recommendation is the steak.
Which should I choose? Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer in your
It's been getting quite busy recently.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Come take a look. There will definitely Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Today's recommendation is the steak. Ad Astra Abyssosk. I am sorry, but you have not yet completed enough commissions. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the advent. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
Mondstadt welcomes you.